With their easygoing nature, the chunky, wrinkly and lovable British Bulldog has many adorable features. In this video we'll cover the pros and cons of owning a British Bulldog, so watch until the end if you're thinking of getting one, or if you already have one, watch along and nod in agreement. First, let's look at some of the negative elements of owning a British Bulldog. Number 1. They're expensive to buy. Due to their popularity, currently 4th in the UK and 5th in the US, and with the COVID lockdown pushing prices even higher, you can expect to pay between £3,000 and £5,000 in the UK and $2,000 to $5,000 in the US, paying even more for show quality or bulldogs with rare colours. Number 2. They're expensive to keep. Bulldogs are notorious for heart, stomach and skin conditions on top of their breathing issues, so have a good emergency vet fund saved or buy very good pet insurance if you're thinking of getting one. Number 3. Sadly, the British Bulldog doesn't live as long as some of his canine friends. Life expectancy can be between 6 to 10 years. Bulldogs are prone to several health conditions which can shorten their lifespan. British Bulldogs can live for 8 to 10 years with proper care and attention, but current life expectancy is currently just around 6 to 8 years. Unethical breeding has been reported as a significant factor in increasing many medical conditions and driving down the British Bulldog's life expectancy. Number 4. They're heavy, big dogs. Despite being classified as medium-sized dogs, they are quite heavy, on average about 30 kilos or 50 to 60 pounds. So they can be quite big lumps to get in and out of the car and on and off the furniture. I particularly struggle getting my boys onto the table at the vets and in and out of the car. Number 5. Personal hygiene. Whilst Bulldogs have a low shed coat requiring minimal brushing, they do need help keeping the folds and the wrinkles clean. They also have a tendency for flatulence, and so can be quite smelly companions. They're also super intolerant to extreme heat or the cold, so if you live somewhere warm, you'll need good air conditioning and keep them out of the sun for prolonged periods. They also can't be left outside in the cold for long periods of time. Now let's look at some of the pros of having a Bulldog. Number 1. They're great with children. Obviously there are exceptions to this statement, and you should never leave young children unattended with any dog, but generally speaking, Bulldogs love children and at worst are super tolerant of them, so they make ideal family dogs. They'll also keep a protective eye over playtime and when out on a walk with the children in their family, and will let you know if they think something is wrong. Number 2. You'll be part of a Bulldog club. Bulldogs attract attention wherever they go. I have never experienced such camaraderie amongst owners of Bulldogs, past and present, or just people who love this quirky breed. Bulldogs are hugely popular. With their confident swagger, people always stop to pat and fuss them and share their experience of Bulldogs. Number 3. They're good house dogs. They don't require much space and are pretty content snoozing most of the day. They're not known barkers either, unless an intruder comes in or someone's at the door. They're protective in nature and their stature warns off any potential intruders. Number 4. They do require daily exercise, but not a lot, meaning they're great for owners who aren't overly active. A gentle stroll is all they need past their puppy stage. Number 5. The British Bulldog's friendly and patient temperament means they make the perfect dog to come home to. They love being fussed and loved. They may have a reputation for being stubborn, but they have very little to no level of aggression, which means you're going to have a dog who is patient and kind under most circumstances. They form strong bonds with their pack and will happily and loyally follow you anywhere. So I hope these points help if you're deciding on whether your Bulldog is right for you and your home, and if you have one already, you probably agree with most of these points.